So now we are going to begin with the 15th chapter, that is probability. Now read the following statements. It will probably rain today. The chances are high that India will win today's cricket match. It is unlikely that opening batsman will score a century this time. There are 50-50 chances of petrol prices increasing. All these statements. We are basically trying to guess or predict the chance of occurrence of a certain event happening or not happening. So when we do this, we are trying to find out the probability. So probability is nothing but chance of occurrence of any event. Now these guesses are not being made randomly. These guesses are being made on the basis of certain facts which we might be having with us or certain data that we may have collected. So when we make certain valid guesses on the basis of certain mathematical facts and figures and findings, then in that case, we use probability for doing that. So in this lesson, we are going to find out, or we are going to learn how we can predict the chance of occurrence of any event on the basis of certain data, certain statistical data that we are having with us. So this is the definition of probability. Probability is a measure of the likelihood of an event to occur. It is the chance of occurrence of an event. We can predict the chance of an event to occur, that is, how likely they are to happen using it. Probability can range between 0 to 1, where 0 means the event is an impossible one, that is, it cannot happen at all, and 1 indicates a certain event, that means it is sure to happen. The probability of all the events in a sample space sums up to 1. So the probability, that is possibility of an event to happen, it's equal to the ratio of the number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. So that gives us the formula for finding probability. So probability of an event, which is written as this P bracket E, probability of an event is equal to favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. Now we will begin with exercise 15.1. In a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times out of 30 balls she plays. Find the probability that she did not hit the boundary. Now here, the total balls that the batswoman has played is 30, so this becomes our total outcomes. Number of balls in which she has hit a boundary is 6. So number of times that she did not hit a boundary, that was 30 minus 6, that is 24. So we need to find the probability that she did not hit the boundary. So for that, the favorable outcomes will be 24 and total outcomes will be 30. So the probability that she did not hit a boundary will be 24 by 30, that is favorable outcomes by total outcomes. When we simplify this, we will get the answer as 4 by 5. The second question, 1500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and the following data were recorded. Number of girls in the family and number of families. So out of 1500 families, how many families are having 2 girls? So a group of families, that is 1500 families, were selected such that all these 1500 families have got 2 children in the house. So what all are the possibilities of them having girl or boy or both? So either they can have 2 girls and no boys, or they can have 1 girl and 1 boy, or they can have both boys, that is no girls. So number of girls can either be 2. Out of 2, either both can be girls, so 2 girls, or out of 2, 1 can be girl, or none of them can be girls. So these are the total possibilities. So out of 1500 families, it was found that 475 of them have got two girls. 814 have got one girl and 211 have got zero girls. Compute the probability of a family chosen at random having two girls, one girl and no girl. Also check whether the sum of these probabilities is 1. So total number of families are 1500. For the first part, number of families having two girls is 475. So the probability of a family having two girls will be favorable outcomes, that is 475, divided by total outcomes, that is 1500. So 475 by 1500, when you reduce it to the simplest form, you will get 19 by 60. Second part is you have to find the probability of a family having one girl. So number of families having one girl is 814. So probability that a family has one girl is 814, that is favorable outcomes, divided by 1500, that is total outcomes. And when you reduce it to the simplest form, you will get 407 by 750. Third part is you have to find the probability of a family having zero girls. So number of families having zero girls is 211. That is your favorable outcomes. So probability will be favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes, that is 211 by 1500. Now sum of the probabilities of all these events, that is all the total possibilities, would be 475 by 1500. This is the probability of having two girls, plus 814 by 1500. This is the probability of having one girl, and plus 211 by 1500, that is the probability of having zero girls. Sum of all these will give us 1500 by 1500, that is 1. So yes, the sum of all these probabilities is equal to 1.